From feeling like nothing more than a prop to calling the greatest of all time a horrible player, this is why Scottie Pippen will always be jealous of Michael Jordan. In the domain of basketball greatness, a few duos have captivated the world quite like Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. Their fantastic partnership on the court fueled the Chicago Bulls' dominance throughout the 90s, but behind the scenes, one of the legends was quietly brewing in jealousy. While Scottie Pippen's accomplishments are undeniably remarkable, a hard truth haunts him to this day: the enduring shadow of Michael Jordan. Pippen's extraordinary talents and relentless work ethic often earned him the spotlight. Still, it was Jordan's charisma and insatiable thirst for victory that seemed to steal the thunder whenever the spotlight shone brightest. From their breathtaking clutch moments to their heated rivalries, this is a story of Pippen's constant yearning to emerge from Jordan's massive shadow, and the unfortunate truth that he will always harbor a tinge of envy for the unparalleled basketball icon. Everybody has to know who Jordan is, right? If you have been living under a rock and don't know who Scottie Pippen is, we'll give you a quick overview of him. Scottie Pippen, the man, the myth, the slightly envious legend. This basketball icon dazzled the courts for an impressive 17 seasons, carving his name into NBA history. With 6 NBA championships under his belt, Pippen helped transform the Chicago Bulls into an unstoppable force, taking the game of basketball to new heights in the 90s. Widely recognized as one of the greatest small forwards to ever grace the court, Pippen's defensive game earned him a spot on the NBA All-Defensive First Team not once, not twice, but a whopping 8 times in a row. The man was a human brick wall. He's got the All-NBA First Team honors and 7 All-Star appearances to prove it too. And let's not forget his shining moment as the NBA All-Star Game MVP in 1994. Pippen is the only NBA player to have won an NBA title and Olympic gold medal in the same year twice, having done so in both 1992 and 1996. Now let's take a trip down memory lane to the glorious era of this dynamic duo. The Chicago Bulls, fueled by their unstoppable duo, went on a championship-winning spree that shook the very foundation of North American sports. From 1990 to 1998, these guys captured 6 NBA titles. And who was the driving force behind this unparalleled success? Well, we all know the answer: Michael Jordan, the GOAT of basketball. But let's not forget the crucial role played by his faithful sidekick, the one and only Scottie Pippen. Pippen served as the ultimate complement, the Robin to his Batman. Their symbiotic partnership elevated the Bulls to extraordinary heights, with Pippen's unwavering talent and unmatched skill serving as the perfect foil to Jordan's brilliance. But this wasn't what Pippen had planned. Now, I hate to bring up old wounds, but among all these incredible achievements, there's a little something that Scottie Pippen just can't shake off: his lingering case of MJ-induced jealousy. And because of that, Pippen just threw some serious shade. In an unexpected twist, Pippen recently made an explosive and shocking statement on Stacey King's podcast, Gimme the Hot Sauce. Can you believe it? He actually called Michael Jordan a horrible player. I guess we know why they call it Gimme the Hot Sauce, because that was some spicy news. Pippen had this to say about the GOAT: "I've seen Michael Jordan play before I came to the Bulls. You guys have seen him play. He was horrible to play with. It was all one-on-one, shooting bad shots. All of a sudden, we become a team and we start winning. Everybody forgot who he was. He was a player who was really not at the top of his category. It was scoring." Now, we all know the Pippen-Jordan duo was the stuff of legends, winning championship. But it seems there's still a pinch of jealousy simmering beneath Pippen's competitive nature. Was it a slip of the tongue, a momentary lapse in judgment, or a calculated move to shake things up in the basketball world? Only Pippen truly knows. What else does Pippen know? Well, in the endless GOAT debate between LeBron James and Michael Jordan, Pippen ranks LeBron James ahead of the legendary Michael Jordan. It seems Pippen's focus is on personal stats. LeBron James, who famously took his talents to South Beach for a 4-year stint with the Miami Heat, left a trail of back-to-back championships.
What a finish! It's back-to-back titles for the Heat. The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
LeBron James wrote his name in the basketball history book by surpassing none other than the great Kareem to become the NBA's all-time leading scorer.
LeBron stands alone! The NBA's all-time scoring record now belongs to LeBron James.
These are Pippen's thoughts. LeBron will be the greatest statistical guy to ever play the game of basketball, and there's no comparison to him. None. So does that make him the greatest player to ever play the game? I'll leave that up for debate because I don't believe there's a great player because our game's a team game and one player can't do it. Do we believe this was an actual belief, or is this from a jealous viewpoint? He does give Jordan his flowers by saying, "Michael Jordan was the greatest to ever put on shoes and play in our game, no doubt about it." I'm always asked to compare him to LeBron. I try to make the best of it, but really the comparison shouldn't ever be made. They both play two different positions. The way LeBron James plays, Michael Jordan was never asked to play that way because I took that away from him. I was the point forward. I was the facilitator. Michael Jordan was a scorer. He was a defender. He played the game as complete as LeBron James did when he needed to. But he was asked to score the basketball, and that's what he was great at. And there's no game that I would ever play in and pick LeBron James over Michael Jordan. Not if I'm trying to win. I'm not going to give up my teammate who I won 6 championships with and go and start fishing in a pond thinking I'm going to catch a bigger and better fish. But this isn't the first time Pippen has expressed his grievances about his former teammate. Remember when the Last Dance documentary hit our screens? Well, Pippen didn't hold back one bit. In his memoir, Unguarded, he candidly revealed his feelings, declaring himself nothing more than a mere prop in the 10-part doc series. Yikes. According to Pippen, the documentary had a clear bias, showering Jordan with an abundance of glory while neglecting to give proper praise to Pippen and his talented comrades. And who does Pippen hold responsible for this injustice? None other than MJ himself. Pippen boldly points out that the producers handed over editorial control to Jordan, making him both the leading man and the director of the entire show. Talk about creative control. Pippen says, "Even in the second episode, which focused for a while on my difficult upbringing and the unlikely path to the NBA, the narrative returned to MJ and his determination to win. I was nothing more than a prop, his best teammate of all time, he called me. He couldn't have been more condescending if he tried." Each episode was the same. Michael on a pedestal, his teammates secondary. The message no different from when he referred to us back then as his supporting cast. From one season to the next, we received little or no credit whenever we won, but the bulk of the criticism was when we lost. Michael could shoot 6 for 24 from the field, commit 5 turnovers, and he was still in the minds of the adoring press and public. Now here I was, in my mid-50s, 17 years since my final game, watching us being demeaned once again. Living through it the first time was insulting enough. It sounds like he wants the credit he deserves, but Scottie Pippen's jealousy of the basketball titan, Michael Jordan, adds a splash of spice to the hardwood narrative. Like a pesky mosquito buzzing around the goat's ear, Pippen's jealousy persists. While his accomplishments shine bright, there must be a twinge of envy that tickles his basketball soul. Hopefully he doesn't let it get the best of him. From calling the greatest of all time a horrible player to feeling like nothing more than a prop. This was why Scottie Pippen will always be jealous of Michael Jordan.